This is your complete beginner's guide to the American Express Cobalt Card, one of the most powerful and rewarding credit cards in Canada. Because if you spend any kind of money on food, groceries, or eating out, the Cobalt Card can unlock some serious value. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use it. I'll cover everything from the monthly fee structure, how to unlock the full welcome bonus, the categories where you'll earn the most points, and how to turn those points into real travel rewards, not just crumbs of cashback. And by the end, you'll know exactly whether the Cobalt deserves a spot in your wallet or if you're better off looking elsewhere. By the way, I'm Jordan, and between this YouTube channel and my website, I've helped hundreds of thousands of Canadians save hundreds of millions of dollars just by using credit cards. So let's get into it, starting with the basics, how much the Cobalt Card costs. Unlike most credit cards that charge a big lump sum annual fee, the Amex Cobalt takes a different approach. You pay $12.99 a month, which works out to $155.88 a year. Same ballpark as other mid-tier cards, but split into manageable monthly chunks. And that structure actually matters, because you're not shelling out $150 up front just to try the card out. So if you ever decide to cancel mid-year, you won't lose money on unused months, you simply stop paying. Now, there is one exception to this, which is that if you live in Quebec, then you'll be charged a flat annual fee of $150. So the total cost is nearly the same, it's just paid differently. But there's one more thing worth knowing here, which is that additional Cobalt cards are actually free. Most cards at a similar price point would charge you $50 or $100 per supplementary user, but with the Cobalt card, you can add cards for your partner or other family members at no extra cost, and then all their spending earns points toward your account. But now let's talk about how to get immediate value from the card through the welcome bonus. With the Amex Cobalt, you can earn up to 15,000 membership rewards points in your first year, but unlike many cards that require a huge upfront spending spree, the Cobalt lets you earn it over time. Each month that you spend at least $750, Amex gives you 1,250 bonus points. So if you keep that up for the full first year, then you'll unlock the entire 15,000 point bonus. Now, I value membership rewards points at 2.5 cents a piece, which means that the 15,000 point bonus is worth around $375. That means just by unlocking bonus, you've more than paid for the annual fee before earning any extra points. Just remember that you have to spend $750 every single month. And if you miss a month, then you'll miss out on that piece of the bonus. Fortunately, $750 breaks down to just about $25 a day. So if you're buying groceries, eating out, or just paying for gas, then you're probably going to hit that without even trying. Now, the welcome bonus is nice, but the real power of the Cobalt card lies in how quickly it racks up points on your everyday spending. You earn 5 times the points on food and drinks, which includes restaurants, bars, coffee shops, food delivery, and grocery stores in Canada. So basically, any food-related purchase gives you 5 points per dollar. So just think about what this means. If you're spending $750 a month on groceries and dining, that's a 5x earn rate, which means that you're earning 3,750 points every month just from food. So that's 45,000 points a year from your normal eating habits, which is worth over $1,000. You also get 3 times the points on streaming subscriptions, so things like Netflix, Spotify, and Disney Plus, or whatever other streaming services you're paying for. On transit and gas, you earn 2 times the points, and that includes gas stations, public transit, ride sharing, taxis, and even ferries. So whether you're filling up your car or buying a bus pass, you're getting double the points. And then everything else earns 1 point per dollar, which means you're still getting back around 2.5% on the lowest earning category. Plus, when you book hotels or car rentals through American Express Travel, you get an extra point per dollar on top of that base rate. So instead of earning 1 times the point on those travel bookings, you're actually earning 2 times, which is a nice boost. But now that you understand how to earn points, you need to know what these points actually are and why they're valuable. As I mentioned a minute ago, all these points you're earning are called membership rewards points, and they're American Express's native currency. And you can use these points in dozens of different ways, which is one of the reasons the Cobalt card is so powerful, because most credit card points are locked into a single program, but American Express gives you way more options. And so the absolute simplest way to use your points is as a statement credit. That means that you're applying your points directly to your credit card bill to reduce what you owe. So in this case, for every 1,000 points you apply as a statement credit, you'll get $10 back. So that's a fixed value of 1 cent per point, which is the absolute lowest value that you'll get from them. But the benefit here is that redeeming those points for statement credits is easy, flexible, and it's immediate. But another option is to book travel directly through the Amex travel portal. So you can book flights, hotels, and car rentals, and they're all redeemable at the same 1 cent per point value. The experience is seamless, and you're essentially swapping points for cash when you make these bookings. But if you want to squeeze out more value, here's where things get a lot more interesting. Membership rewards points can also be transferred to Amex's travel partners, including airline programs like Aeroplan and Avios, or hotel programs like Marriott Bonvoy. And when you transfer them like this, those points go a lot further, which is why I say that that the real value of these points is around 2.5 cents per point. And so this is where the Cobalt Card becomes such a serious travel tool, because instead of using your points like cash, you're leveraging them as a distinct currency, moving them into partner programs where award charts or dynamic pricing can unlock bigger redemptions for fewer points. So let's dig a little deeper into how to use these transfer partners. For American Express cardholders in Canada, Aeroplan is the big transfer partner and the one that I'm going to talk about here. And membership rewards points transfer to Aeroplan at a 1-to-1 rate, with transfers usually going through instantly. And then once the points are in your Aeroplan account, you can use them to book flights not just on Air Canada, but on any of Air Canada's Star Alliance partners. And you can expect to get around 2 cents per point in value from your Aeroplan points, which is double what you'd get from using your points as a statement credit. For example, a flight that costs $600 in cash might only require 25,000 Aeroplan points plus $100 in taxes and fees. So if you transferred 25,000 membership rewards points to Aeroplan for that flight, then you're getting 2 cents per point, which is a great value. Or you can also transfer your points to British Airways Avios at the same 1-to-1 rate. The Avios program is great for flights within Europe, short-haul redemptions on Oneworld partners, and even some North American routes that cost fewer points than Aeroplan. And then for hotel stays, Marriott Bonvoy is the standout partner. Transfers happen at a 5-to-6 ratio, which means 1,000 Amex points becomes 1,200 Marriott points. And those points can stretch even further when you redeem them during off-peak periods or for fifth night free promotions. And there are plenty of other partners as well, like Flying Blue, Delta Sky Miles, and Cathay Pacific, and each of them have their own transfer ratios and their own network of sweet spots. But here's something important to remember. Always keep your points inside your American Express account until you know exactly what you're going to book. Because once you transfer them to a partner program, you can't reverse that move, and those points are now subject to that program's rules, fees, and expiration timelines. So keep them in your Amex account until you're ready to lock in a redemption with clear value. Now, beyond earning points and redeeming them for travel, the Cobalt Card also comes with a surprisingly solid set of insurance perks, and this is where a lot of people overlook the hidden value. For starters, the Cobalt Card includes travel medical insurance that covers up to $5 million in emergency expenses for trips up to 15 days, as long as you're under 65. That coverage alone could cost you hundreds of dollars if you were to buy it separately. You also get mobile device insurance, which protects your phone or tablet for up to $1,000 against loss, theft, or accidental damage, and that protection lasts for 2 full years as long as you bought the device using your Cobalt Card. If you ever rent cars, then the Cobalt Card has you covered there too. As long as you use the card to pay and decline the rental company's coverage, then you're insured for up to $85,000 in theft or damage with no extra fees required. And then there's purchase protection, which covers most new items against theft or damage for 90 days, plus extended warranty, which adds up to 1 extra year to the manufacturer's coverage on eligible items. And for frequent travelers, the card also includes flight delay and baggage delay insurance. So if your flight is delayed by 4 hours or more, then you're covered for up to $500 in hotel and meal costs. And if your luggage takes longer than 6 hours to show up, then the Cobalt Card reimburses you for essentials you need in the meantime. And then beyond points and insurance, the Cobalt Card also opens doors to experiences that you don't get with other everyday cards. For example, Front of the Line gives you early access to pre-sales and reserve tickets for concerts, theater productions, and special events before the general public. So that's a serious plus if you've ever missed out on a sold-out show. And when you book 2 or more nights through the hotel collection with Amex Travel, you'll receive perks like room upgrades, late checkout, and up to $100 in property credits, which is perfect for a stylish getaway. And then on top of those, Member Extras delivers rotating statement credits and bonus offers throughout the entire year. So right now, Cobalt Card members can earn up to $60 in Instacart credits, so $5 back every month on grocery delivery, and often there are restaurant-specific offers through partners like Som or Diner. These perks aren't the bread and butter of the card, but they do enhance the experience and offset part of your monthly cost. They're just one more way that the Cobalt punches well above its weight. But of course, no card is perfect, and the Cobalt does have a few trade-offs that I want you to know about. For starters, Amex still isn't accepted everywhere. Most major retailers, restaurants, and gas stations in Canada will accept American Express cards, but if you're shopping at mom and pop shops, then there are definitely some exceptions. That's why some people like to keep a backup Visa or MasterCard in their wallet just in case. And while the Cobalt does offer excellent everyday value, it doesn't include premium travel perks like airport lounge access or annual travel credits. Those features are reserved for higher end cards that generally charge at least $250 a year. But the Cobalt isn't trying to be that card. It's focused on everyday value, not on luxury perks. And that's exactly why the card makes the most sense for people who spend heavily on essentials like food, whether that's groceries, restaurants, or food delivery. The 5x earn rate on food and drinks is completely unmatched from any credit card in Canada, and it's where the Cobalt pulls seriously ahead of every other card. But the Cobalt's also a great fit if you want flexible travel rewards. The ability to transfer points to multiple airline and hotel partners gives you control over how you redeem them, which is something that most other Canadian cards simply don't offer. And so overall, the American Express Cobalt Card is one of the most rewarding credit cards in Canada. With 5 times the points on food, flexible redemptions, and solid extras like Amex offers and all the other built-in insurance and other protections, it gives consistent value where it actually matters. It's not a luxury travel card, and that's the point. It's built for people who want to earn strong rewards without overcomplicating their setup. So if you want to learn more about the Cobalt Card, I put a link to the best possible welcome bonus in the description below, and if you sign up using that link, it really helps out the channel. And if you still want to dive deeper, I recently made another video on the Cobalt Card, which I'll link to up here. If you got any value at all out of this video, I'm certain you're going to like that one too.